Okay, let's move to our practice session. I'm going to share the screen. So, sir, do you have, sir, your name is Ashan? If I'm not pronouncing right, let me know. Do you have any questions you may ask before starting our practice?
For now, I don't have any question, but if there comes any, I will ask.
Okay, so we are here for practicing and we are doing practicing different tests in the test which in that real test format, and we're doing for different weeks. Whenever we pass the session due to Eid holidays, and we resume it now. Yes, on the Monday class, as we discussed about pronunciation, and now this week practice, we are more focusing on bringing clarity while answering the question, as well as to bring intonation in our speech. Intonation means rise and fall of speech. So this is just some summary of points which we have discussed in the Monday class. I have discussed many other points such as voice stress, sentence stress. These are also need, but our major focus should be bringing clarity. And one thing we have discussed that accent doesn't matter in speaking, but make sure it doesn't have effect on your clarity. So make sure your speech is understandable for any listener, including examiner. So try to um, speak every word clearly. Don't rush the speech. Sometimes when we are speaking too fastly, we are rushing the speed, and our some words are mixing and unable to understand clearly. So one thing is that we need to slow our speed. We don't need to answer a question too much fast. And one thing we need to uh, widen our mouth. Sometimes they say keep smiling, like while speaking. It helps us to bring clarity while speaking. Another thing which I have shared in the Slack channel, try to practice tongue twisters because it helps to bring fluency in your speaking, because some people have liver issue. Apart from that, it also helps you to bring clarity and articulating your speech. There are many other benefits I have written when I share tongue twister example. This is a fun activity, so make sure to practice various tongue twister when you have some free time after doing practice. It has many benefits, and even myself, I am doing these activities, so it helps me a lot. So let's move to our practice session. Yesterday we have practiced part one questions. Those sir, I think you joined right now. Would you like to practice same question, part one? Should I ask question and would you like to answer part one question?
I can answer, but the thing is like my internet is unstable and it can, disconnect anytime. So that's the issue because
Okay. Let's practice when it will
Mhm.
become unstable. Then I can
Okay.
with other participants. So because we have practiced this part one, so before moving to part two, I would like to answer to part one as well. So let's. I hope so. You have basic idea of part one and part two and part three.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so let's talk about neighbors. How often do you see your neighbors?
Um, I see my neighbors almost on daily basis whenever I go outside. So I just meet them.
Alright, your answer was okay. I didn't find any first issue, but you can add one or two sentences more. Alright,
Okay.
and you can discuss about what you do when you go outside. For example, you can talk about you meet with friends, you visit neighbor house, and meet with friends sometime. And when you are meeting with them and spend a lot of time, you have a refreshment with your friends. Sometimes you prefer to have lunch with your friends and party. So these are the many stuffs. So there's no section. Whatever you want to mention, you can say in part one, but make sure it is relevant to the questions. Like you say, what often do you see? If you are taking one idea, it is better. Like you can say the same. It is better to extend the idea instead of describing many things. Alright, I think Sir got disconnected. So, Sir Akib, can you start my test from part one to part three?
Yes, ma'am, sure. So,
Okay, you can start the test now.
okay. How often do you see your neighbors? Why? Why not?
I do not see them frequently because I'm not person who go outside most of the time. So that's the reason I'm unable to see most of the time. Sometimes I prefer to go outside for shopping. At that time, I visit my neighbor house to ask any help if they need.
Do you invite your neighbors to your home?
Okay, before answering the question, as we are focusing on pronunciation and intonation, try to uh, focus on this part as well while fluency in my speaking. Alright, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. So, what was the question? Can you ask it again?
Do you invite your neighbors to your home? Why? Why not?
I do not invite my neighbors to my home because I am busy in my daily routine, so I don't have time to give them. However, if I am free sometime, I can ask them to come in my home and to have a lunch together.
All right. Do you think you are a good neighbor?
I don't think so. I am a good neighbor because I am not the person who is always active to looking after the people who are living near to your house. Sometimes even I did not ask if they need any help most of the time. But if they ask helps themselves, then I can provide them in case if I am free.
All right. Has a neighbor ever helped you?
Yes, one time in the past when my neighbor daughter need to install Windows on computer, she was not a computer science student, so she don't know how to install a new window. At that time, I helped her in this process, and she was really happy because she was able to continue all academic activities.
That's good. And are you ready for part two?
Yes, I'm ready for part two. Uh, you can set 1 minute timer.
All
I'll be
right.
patient. Let me
Okay.
open document to write to make notes. So
Your question is describe a very difficult task that you succeed in doing as a part of your work or studies. You should say what task you did, what this task was very difficult, how you work on this task, and explain how you feel when you had successfully completed this task.
Harissa, you can start 1 minute timer when it is up. You can let me know when we start speaking. Okay, I'm going to make my notes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, you can start now.
Okay, I'm going to talk about a difficult task which I found when I was doing my MS study. It was thesis, and I think it is one of the most challenging tasks during academic life because I have much experience to perform this task. So initially, I faced many challenges. Even I was not able to identify problem within short time because it is compulsory to have your topic defense in third semester. And if you're not giving this, it's mean you need to extend one semester. So after taking help from my supervisor and some other faculty members, I was able to find a problem, but solution was not coming in my mind at that time. Then my supervisor recommended me to go through different past research papers so that you can get idea. But all these were very uh, challenging. Even their work which they have done was not possible to bring any novelty in that. Although, after seeking help from my peers as well as professor, I was able to come to a solution. But at that time, I just focused on the problem. And in the next semester, when I came to the solution section, I divided the task into different parts so that I can complete one task and then can move to the next one. Initially, I have done introduction part like what will be the my literature review after the introduction work and what are the questions which I am going to answer in my research. And after that, I have thoroughly studied past papers and identify some problems and their work and what are the different approaches that were used by different researchers in the past. And after completing my second section of literature review, I came to the implementation part where I have implemented all the ideas
All
and
right,
the.
ma'am, your time is up.
All right.
Okay, can you scroll down?
Yes.
Now we are moving towards part three, discussion topics, difficult jobs. Okay, it's relevant to part two, example question. What are the most difficult jobs that people do?
I think there are many of them, but the one which I found most difficult is working as a software engineer because you need to solve different real world problems and you need to come to a solution within tight deadline. And if you're not able to code everything for the problem, then it might can uh, have a problem for your job security. So I think that this is one of the most difficult job in every aspect.
All right. Why do you think some people choose to do difficult jobs?
It depends on different reasons. On the other hand, some people have the passion in that field. So if it is difficult, or even so, that's the reason they are going to choose it because they find themselves motivated and they do not feel any boredom while doing this job. So that's the reason they are choosing. On the other hand, some people interests do not match with the job, but they are compelled to choose this type of job because they are getting high salary. So this is the other there are other people who find who choose a challenging job just because of handsome salary. So they need money, so that's the reason. So there are different type of people. I think both have own role in their life. Whatever you are going to choose, it can make your life or can even destroy your life. So we need to choose it wisely.
All right. Okay. Do you agree or disagree that all jobs are difficult sometimes?
I don't think so. And even I'm not in favor of this view because all jobs are not difficult. Some jobs are very easy. For example, if I talk about the job of um, customer services, it is not easy because you just need to communicate with clients regularly and you are used to doing this job, so you don't find difficulty and anything new. If you have a patience, then you can easily deal with different kinds of patients. You just need to be tolerant while working with these type of job, because if you are not a tolerant person, then you might face some issue, because some customer become shouted at some time if you are not resolving their issues quickly. So I think this is one example where the job is not much challenging. So you can say that there are many other jobs which are not challenging like this. So I can surely say not all jobs are difficult to do.
Okay, now we are going to another topic, personal and career success. Example questions. How important is it for everyone to have a goal in their personal life?
It is very essential to have a aim to become a successful professional, because if we are not making goals, then I think we are not able to achieve it. The first way to gain our goal or accomplish it, we need to um, dream it, and if we are not dreaming it, it's mean we're not going to attain it. And when we dream it, definitely we will work to another part, which is action, and when we will take action, then we will be able to achieve it. Either it is taking time, but this is not the case always. Sometimes we accomplish it as soon as possible, but sometimes we are unable to achieve it. I think in that case we need to maintain patience so that we can achieve it, but only
All
thing is that we don't need to give up.
okay. Is it always necessary to work hard in order to achieve career success?
Definitely yes. If you are not putting enough efforts, it's mean you are not able to achieve that goal. There is a certain part of every goal which we face difficulties and struggle a lot, and sometimes we are at the urge of to give up. So if we are putting a lot of hard work, definitely we will be achieve it, and if we are not doing so, definitely it will become impossible for us. So I think hard work is always necessary, even not for achieving the entire part of the goal, but at certain times we need to put it.
All right. Do you think that successful people are always happy people?
I don't think so. I have seen many people who are not happy even when they gain popularity and sex. Some people think that if they will get the money, then they will become happiest people in the world. But this is not the always case. Not everyone is becoming happy even if achieving their professional goals. So I think you can't say that the money and success is the way to achieve happiness. There are many certain other things which can help us to stay happy.
All right. As I noticed from part one to part three, you are first of all good. Now in answer, you have a little bit uh, means ke hesitations. You are fluent means ke you are fluent very now very fluent. What I noticed that you have to improve. First of all, lexical resources. Most of the time, I noticed you are using simple vocabulary just answer the question and relevant to the question. But uh, second thing that I noticed that you are not making an interesting story about question. So when you're describing any type of question, you are try to giving a simple answer as you think in your mind. But after I think that when you answer the question, make it interesting. As you describe, is it always necessary to work hard in to achieve the career success? So you start with no, is it not work hard? No. Okay, in my opinion, most of time people do hard work for their career and their success. But I think so. It is not necessary to do hard work in to achieve a success or be happy in your life. There are all other alternatives. You do sometimes work for enjoy, and you are satisfied what are you doing at your best level. So like that you can improve and Other thing about part two that I noticed, you are continuously giving answer, not moving towards concluding point of, and explain how you feel when you had a successful complete this task. Means you are giving answer perfectly, but the thing is that I noticed that you are not moving towards the concluding part because it is necessary. You are moving and giving answer under the time, so that would be better. And in part one, that I noticed that your answers was perfect, but uh, lexical resources are very limited. So if you try to make giving the answer, use work on your vocabulary that gives interesting point of view. And for now, it is overall good, and you have improved a lot.
Okay, so thank you for your very comprehensive feedback. I have a couple of questions. Okay, for part two, you are right because someone I have got feedback previously because a little bit my answer shortened. So when I started to extend it, so I think I didn't care about time nowadays, so that's why I was unable to come to conclusion part. Even I have realized when you asked me stop. So I think it is better to explain about your feeling, how you felt when you successfully complete, even if we are not covering one part of the question which is in the middle, but it is good to conclude our test. So I think today's time went very quickly and I didn't realize. I think I need to work on it so that I do not go beyond 2 minutes and I can conclude my answer. Apart from that, your all suggestions are right, but one thing which I'm not agreeing with you, you're talking about interesting stories. Like, what do you mean by interesting stories? I'm not getting about it. Can
Yeah,
you?
yes, ma'am, you are right. Actually, your all answer are perfect at some band level. For now, you are aiming for high band because you are aiming for 8 band, suppose, or 8.5. Okay, so here mostly when you try to answer any question, not repeat the same question. Now try to make it's logical. Means add some phrases that give other person feeling you are making give other person interesting that you are knowing the English in different way, different style, and your style of giving answer is not repeating the answer. Means you have capability to talk it in different way of giving the answer in different style. So this is the what I wanted to mention you, that you have to give now work on that type of answer. Means when I ask how important is it for everyone to have a goal in their personal life? Now you don't say that it is very important for everyone's life have personal goal. Now you have to make it different. As I think that. Uh, uh, Personal goals. As I think that in modern world, everyone is thinking about that. Have their everyone is setting high goals in their career life, and they are very conscious about that. And so, in my opinion, that it is very important for everyone as for mine. So like this, you can uh, expand more and make it more interesting. I hope you got it my point.
Yes, no, sir, I got your point. But previously, when you said making stories interesting, I didn't get because it is not a matter of making your ideas complex and interesting. If it is simple and clear to understand, it's okay. But now I understood you are trying to saying that I try to rephrase the even the question and try to bring different style and sentence structure so that I can aim for higher band. Now I got it. Thank you for this suggestion. Yes, you are right. But at the moment, I think if I am uh, m- able to convey in a simple manner without making the mistake, then it is okay. But if I have a time, then I need to focus on it so that I can aim for higher score. So you are right. But if one suggests that if you are making mistake, using thinking about complex thing, then I think it is better to stay simple. But to achieve higher band, it is say that we can try to cover it, but as such rules we don't um like
Of
test in the real exam. So I think
Yes,
with the
ma'am,
practical
I'm disturbing you. I am totally agree on that. For those who are just able to answer, that is very perfect to give answer as you want and as you think that you are comfortable with answer. The person who is want aiming for higher band score, now he have to improve and he must have to work on their lexical resources and some phrases that give answer more interesting. So that could be a better way to get higher band.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I will try to work on it. This week, I am specifically focused because, before the Eid holidays, we have work on fluency and coherence, and when we have 2 week holidays, I work on a lot my fluency, and I found it satisfied. So this week topic was to focus on pronunciation, so that we make our speech clear. Can you shed light on it, like? Uh, are you is my speech was my speech clear, like every word of it?
Yes, ma'am. From pronunciation part of and giving answer, you are all clear. Means you are perfectly giving the answer as other person can judge and think about that. What are you saying? So that was perfect.
All right. Thank you, sir, for your detailed feedback, and I hope so it will be helpful. So we can use some lexical resource. Yes, you're right, and we have need to explore a variety of topics for it. Okay. Anyone else who would like to give this test? Anybody who would like, who is willing to?
So I think there are two new participants. Actually, we are practicing here for speaking, so it is good opportunity for everyone to do practice and give feedback from uh, ma'am and also me. And so we are just completed part of test from ma'am Marisa. Now you can do contribute yourself.
Okay, anyone who would like to give test and get feedback, you are welcome to do this topic. I can take your test. Anyone? Sir Gibran and Mimsha, would you like to give the test? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you if you would like to give, I'm happy. Don't be shy. Don't think about you will make mistakes. We all of here are for improvement, and definitely you will get some useful information while giving the test. If you have any difficulties, you can let me know, and if you are a beginner, then I can also help you. And if you have any information you would like to share, it will be helpful for us as well. So feel free to open your mic. Anyone? Can you let me know why you are not re- ready to give the test? What is the problem? I can just take, if you want part one, I can just take part one question.
Ma'am, today is my first class, so I cannot understand.
Do you have you okay? You haven't given this test before, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Do you have basic idea about this?
No.
Alright. So okay. Do you know about this module? What is it like? How much? Can you tell me how much you know about this test and how much you have idea, so that I can came to know and can explain rest of the things for you.
No,
if
I don't have any idea about this test. Only it's an IELTS test.
alright, so these are the different modules here. So certain courses focus on all modules, but this course in specific focusing on this module like we're doing here for practice. Everyone here is free to practice. Sometimes we discuss steps, strategies, and sometimes we discuss helpful resources, and it depends on what problems we are facing here. So even there's a sheet pinned in the channel. In the basic class, we discuss a structure. So let me explain the basic structure we have in a three part. Even this is the, you can say, answer will come in the same forward in the exam. So there will be a part one, part two, and part three. Part one mostly about yourself. Like they are asking about your neighbor. They will be asking about your hobbies. They will be asking about your work. They will be asking about your interests. So they will be like 4 or 5 questions, and you need to answer the questions. So answer the question mean you need to give the answers. Like some people say 2 or 3 sentences and can be uh, like that. So in part two, you have an cue card. We also call it cue card, and you can say you have 1 minute preparation time exam. In the real exam, part one and part three question will not be in front of your eyes. Only part two question is given you in front of your eyes, and examiner gives you 1 minute to prepare for it. Like you can make notes based on these questions, and when the 1 minute preparation time will up, you will have a chance to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes means more than, not less than 1 minute. It can be more than, and sometimes it is necessary you can speak more than one. It is, we usually say we at least make ourselves to have habitual of speaking more than 1.5 minutes. So it shouldn't be less than 1 minute. What it means, 1 to 2 minutes. So when the 2 minutes time will up, examiner will automatically stop you. So you don't need to worry about it. And then there will be a follow-up question related to part two. So part three follow-up question is always related to part two. So and only the part one or two will be in front of your eyes. But the part three question is should be lengthier than part one, and you can say you can speak about 45 seconds to 1 minute for each person, and there will be 4 to 5 minutes. Overall, it will last for 15 minutes. And then for part three, question related to general discussion, like we can say these are not asking about your what are the most difficult jobs, like they are about people, sometimes these are the abstract and general topic, like about people choose to difficult jobs. So these are not specific to you like part one. So I hope so you have an idea. So I have discussed in the first beginning Monday class. If you will open the sheet, then you will came to know. In each Monday, we usually discuss different topics. When I in the one Monday class, we also discuss band scripture, which is marking criteria and therefore marking criteria. So you can listen to that recording as well. So if iPhone person are facing some issue, like initially while practicing, I noticed that many people have an issue of failure voice and fluency. So that's why I bring some strategies in one class, and when you will open the sheet, you will find the recording of any topic. If they are not topic, mention them as me. We're just doing practicing like today. So even if you want to know how we're practicing, you can see. But it is recommended to come in the live classes. But if you want to listen about something like brand criteria, there is a 1 day lecture on it, so you can find on it then description name and you can record it. But what is those which are highlighted in these recordings are not available, as you know. Meta have mentioned that they are deleting all live recordings. No, so some of them they have already deleted. If you need some important word, you can download them. Soon they will also be deleted. I have yesterday go through the sheet and noticed some of recording are all already deleted. So which I have I highlighted in red. These are all already deleted by them. So they will delete all the live recordings soon. So if you need anyone, you can download it, and you can check how you can download. For practice section are not necessary to listen. You can just listen to mostly the Monday class. It will discuss some new topics. So there are three to. This is the first week. So probably mostly 5 lectures like have been important for you. So you can download them. Otherwise, you can come here for practicing. So as I mentioned, you can ask the question you need to answer. Don't think about perfection. First time nobody is perfect. Everyone is beginner. So the more you practice in front of different people, the more confidence you will gain. You will gain feedback from different people. You will definitely improve it. So try to practice here in the live session. You will definitely able to become fluent, and you will be able to get feedback in the areas which you are facing based on knowledge. I would try my best. I hope so you got the idea. If you still have any question, but this just lasts around about uh, 11 to 14 minutes. So this is 15 minutes test. You can say that. So if you still have any question, you can ask now. If you have any question, then you can ask now. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so would you like to give a try? I would say try to give the answers because I have already given the entire part 1, part 2, and part 3 test, and I would like to all of you give the answers. Anybody who would like to give answer for part 1 or part 2? Anyone? Can you raise your hand? Okay. Can I ask part 1 question from you, ma'am, Rimsha? If you're speaking, you're not audible.
Ma'am, what are you asking? I have just joined the session.
No, I have given the entire test firstly because there were not much participant, and after that, I asked some participant to give answers. So some of Mamrisha were new, so I explained the different things how this test works. So now I'm asking from her if she or anyone would like to give the answer. Those who already given, they try to give the answer for part 2, and those who didn't given, they will be I think it would be best to answer for part 1, and if they have already given part 1 answer, I can ask you to come to an answer for part 2.
Ma'am, I think I have already covered this difficult task.
When you covered this,
In the same session, I think, um, when it was about swarm UAVs, I also remember the idea.
okay, one thing is recommended when if you are doing practicing, and if the same topic comes in front of eyes, what is better to try to make a story with a different uh, content, not the one which you have already spoken, because
Yes.
it can help you to speak on unfamiliar topics. So this is a one strategy which you need to adopt while practicing. Like if the same topic is coming in front of you, try to speak with another motive, another content, not the one which you have already spoken. So it that way, for example, if I talk about my academic project now, next time if I'm going to speak, I need to describe about something else, so that I become habitual of uh, describing things on unknown topics, because anything can come in exam. So sometimes if unknown topics come in our front of eyes, so we become stressed and we do not perform on those topics compared to the one which we are doing main time. So that's the reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's ask certain partial questions one by one. I would like every participant to contribute into one questions. So let's talk about what are the most difficult jobs that people do. I would say one participant at least answer one question. Anyone who would like to answer first?
Ma'am, I think the most difficult job a person do is a job of a pilot, because in that there is a risk of life, and you have to be a highly skilled person to fly an aircraft, and you also have to be skilled in navigation. For that, you have to go for long training sessions.
Okay, your answer was fine, but one thing I noticed, you can extend it a little bit more.
Yes, ma'am. Because I am out of practice now, that's why I am hesitating while answering the question.
All right, because I think 5 to 6 is not enough, and if we have 4 to 5 minutes for this, but I think if we aim for 1 minute or 45 seconds, then for one question, I think it would be better. But it also comes with practice, because initially I was not speaking them. If you notice one of the criteria, you will say in the high score it is written that person is like willing to speak at length. It, too much length doesn't play a role, but at specific length is recommended. Like for part one, if you talk about um how do you invite your neighbors to your home, we can't answer yes. This is not the way to answer, like just yes. And we can't, and some question like do you think you're a good neighbor, I don't know, you can't answer like this. You need to at least, even if you are don't know anything, you need to try at least, so that you can complete for 2 to 3 sentences. Sometimes when someone say 2 to 3 sentences just means simple sentences. There should be a enough length, but not too much. So let's move to the next question. Why do you think some people choose to do difficult jobs?
I mean, depends. Sometimes they do difficult jobs as that is their passion. In other terms and conditions, there is a need for the money to earn because they belong to a middle class family. So they have to choose a difficult job to earn something.
All right. Or you can just try the same solution previous one, and one thing you can add different sentence like difficult means challenging jobs. This is one of the part challenging work professions. If we talk about jobs professions like work, and if we talk about difficult, it's mean challenging. This is one of the synonym. If anyone have more than this in your mind, kindly you are open to unmute yourself and can share your knowledge, so that it can help us to learn new things from you as well. Okay, try to make contribution so that the session stay interactive. Apart from that, try to at least give a try to answer this question. Even if you don't know nothing, it will give you a chance how you can handle unexpected question in the real exam. Because if you're not handling it, it will be sometimes difficult for you to handle in the real exam. So even if you don't have any idea, try to give how you can handle these questions. So it's a better to answer even a question if you know nothing, and you need to make yourself habitual of giving the answer for unrelated topics. It is the best way to make ourselves comfortable to answer in such situation when we don't know answers. And you will notice that when some person don't answer, how they start the answer, they will say like I don't know. I have noticed some good score students while watching on YouTube, how they start their answer. Like the will some, if they are not getting some idea what they will say, that's a tricky question, and let me think about it, and this will give you a chance to come with an idea. Someday you can say, let me think for a moment, then I will give to the answer. So these are the few things which can give you a chance to gather your thoughts. And even sometimes people do that, they can say that examiner to repeat the question, like could you repeat could you repeat the question. Sometimes you say, can you say that question again, so they will get the time. And even if you don't know nothing about it, one thing which I have noticed what people do, like I think if a person is like from different profession and some question related to computer is asked, definitely that person will not be familiar about it if the topic didn't come in practice. So you can say that I don't know about anything for this topic, but if I had to make a guess, then I would like to say. So, how we can say these are the different sentences which you can use to get your time, and sometimes these sentences will help you to tell exam that you don't know anything about. Like you can still make a try. So this is the different ways how you can answer different questions, and even try to use different ways to answer the same question, so that you can try to make yourself comfortable to speak on any topic, because you can't predict any topic in the exam. It can be anyone. So let's move to the next question. Do you agree or disagree that all jobs are difficult sometimes?
Not always, but most of the times jobs get difficult due to working conditions and peer pressures. However, with the right effort and the right training in the right direction, one can counter that.
All right. Okay. So you need to make your answer. Nanti, one thing I have learned, like you will notice that if you listen my answer, then we can learn new one, like different condition. This is the one phrase we can use based on condition and circumstances. Even some jobs are not difficult, they can become on certain condition and circumstances. So this is the one phrase we can get from sir answers. And once it's one that sir provided the solution, like with the right guidance and direction, like directions is another word we can use in different contexts. So one is suggested try to use the different words which can be like used in different ways. It is recommended. Some people say that we need to come some words which can be used in many topics, but direction is one, certain conditions and circumstances. So these are the words which can be used in variety of topics, but don't try to make it to use in every topic. So, but it is good to have certain type of words and ideas which can be fitted to many topics. If anyone have a question, you may ask before moving to the next question.
Ma'am, are you only practicing the speaking part, or you are also practicing other sections in your own time for IELTS? Ma'am, you are not audible.
I think my mic was muted, so that's why I think you were not able to listen me. I believe I am audible now because I have unmuted myself. So let me say all the things again. I was saying I'm doing all of sections simultaneously. But it is, I think it is not a good idea to practice for a specific section for certain months and then go for other sections for the next few months, and then few it takes longer than the we expected. So it is better to consider all of them together instead of dividing in 1 month and then second and then third. So if you're giving one module like 2 months, it means you're giving next 2 months. So this is not always recommended. So I'm myself doing all of the modules, but one thing I'm not like, one day I usually do speaking with listening and writing, and one day I usually do writing with speaking, because I'm try to coming on time for writing. So soon I will try to make all the modules one day. But because nowadays, I in the previous days, even for the ease breaks, I have stopped other modules because I was too much focusing on fluency and coherence, which because I wanted to cover it before the till the Eid holidays, because from this Eid after this Eid week I want to focus more on pronunciation and intonation. So that's why for the one week I stopped certain practice. But I thought it was not a good idea, because it was good for speaking to improve, because I have improved a lot in fluency and coherence. I also work in that area to extend my answers. Someone said that my answer was not too much lengthy. These were the benefits for moving to those for speaking, but it has little bit has a drawback. Like I have need to make myself little bit readjustment to practice. Like, so this was when you leave practice for some days, it literally affects and somehow. But it is okay, because my major focus is on speaking, because I need at least 7 in this module. So that's why I need to put a lot of efforts on it. So that's the reason to focus on too much. I think I have improved based on my experience in fluency and coherence. This week I am focusing on pronunciation and articulation, and then remaining thing from my observation. If you have any feedback, you are welcome to give me. But from my opinion, there are not much grammatical issues in my speech. So this is one area I can work on to bring some complex vocabulary. But I have noticed when we try to bring it, which we are not used to, we try to make um, problems, like we're incorrectly using it. So in that way, I think that it is better to, even I have learned from online research that it is better to use the word which you are habitual of using it in the real exam, instead of trying new words, because there are a lot of chances you are using incorrectly. So this is how I am working. But I'm not like as I think some areas I have improved. There are certain few of areas limited, so I'm trying to overcoming as soon as possible, so that I can go for real exam.
Yes, ma'am, that's great.
I think there's one thing that you can't predict your score regarding speaking. Like you can't predict, you can't say predict, you can't analyze your score for speaking and writing. While this is like listening and reading, you can say that if you're getting around 7.5 and if like 34, 35, then you can say that you are can go in the real exam. And this is one prediction you can make, but certain things are very difficult to analyze in speaking. But these are the things we can focus on while reading the band descriptors. Like we make sure we, like if we talk about fluency and coherence marking area, what is the thing we can avoid in our speaking? Like we don't make we make sure we are not hesitating too much, we are not self-correcting too much, we are fluent, like we're not using filler words. So this is what which is in our hand, like we can analyze our one of the marking criteria. So these are the things which are seen, like are you developing your answers, are you relevant to topic, are you able to speak at length, are you not self-correcting yourself frequently, are you not using any linking word hourly, like our use of same linking words is not recommended. You need to show different you need to use different linking words. So these are the things which based on we can analyze we are okay in this area. So same thing like grammar is in our hand, like you can notice, you can record your sentence, you can analyze, are you okay, you are not making too much mistakes, like your sentence is okay, there is no subject verb agreement mistake, there is no past present mistake. Like if stories asked in the past. You're not describing it in the present or in the future. So there are less chances for future, but sometimes we make a mistake in miss between past and present. Sometimes we use position mistake, like we're describing her as a he's her. So this is word which is in our head. So one thing that these are the way we can work on it. Apart from that pronunciation, a certain we can bring clarity, we can bring intonation. These are certain other things like voice stress and sentence. These are not easy to learn at the same time being a beginner, but the things which are we are in hand, we can easily do it. We need to work on it. So that's all from my side. I think uh, we are running out of time, so I think we need to end this minute, or might be it will be ended. So if anyone have last question, then I can take it. Okay, if
Ma'am,
no one have.
I am not always able to join this session because most of the time I get I get free at